This is chapter 4 of Program to Love You. In the West Tower, the gardener has entered the room. It's time to eat. You, last night, what did you do to her? Wu Qing points to the other women. You. Ghost! Ghost! Don't come near! Ghost! Ghost! I. Forget it. It seems that I can't ask her anything. I was so ugly that I scared her. It's not that you look ugly, but that you look like a person that has been dead. The Yao family also hates you. Dead person? Newcomer, do you know why her legs are broken and why she is locked up here? Wu Xing guesses she failed in her plan to become the head of the family and suffer the consequences. It's not her plan. It was the higher-ups who were plotting against Xiangsi. What is up there? God in the sky? It's God in Cradle City. Yao Xiangsi's research violated their interests, so she will be eliminated. It's been 80 years. The pandemic has only been 3 years. If it weren't profitable, what could kill the once glorious human civilization? Big human beings willing to draw a circle and confine themselves to a corner, trapped and half dead. Half dead? Yes, even the wealthy family head has a bitter face. Not to mention the family working so hard to live in the end is half dead. A plague left the world with only Cradle City as a pure land. The upper class are people who have no worries about food and clothing. They have power and resources. The inferiors are hungry slaves who are living in poverty and working like horses for all their lives. Wu Xing thinks about what she had to do in order to survive in the inferior part of the city. In order to treat our parents, my sister and I borrowed a lot of usable goods from the black market, but my parents didn't survive. We didn't have money to pay back the loan sharks, so they want to send my sister to the black market to sell her organs for money. In the past memory, Wu Xing's sister is in the hands of a loan shark. During the fight, I attacked and injured people, made enemies with the black market, or she has smashed a brick on his head. There's no place for me in the world of the lower class. After being unable to hide, I sold myself and paid off to them. Back to the memory of the first chapter where the lady bought Wu Xing. But we can't forget that Wu Xing is actually a clone. She is not a person. So how could a clone have such detailed memories? Could it be that they're using the memories of the actual Wu Xing that has been dead? Or they're just creating that memories for this Wu Xing currently? Everyone's having such a miserable life. How can it be profitable? Newcomer, do you want to be a high-class person? Rich and powerful, owning a manor, eating and drinking lavishly, being served every day. Don't want it. Don't want it. It's not promising, as he holds a spray bottle in his hand and sprays her with it. Oh, what is this? Later on, he walks away from Wu Xing and shows her the key. She notices that the key looks the same as the one that she received yesterday. The key. It's a little familiar. Last night's key. Just now, the gardener used a similar key to lock the door. Something seems to be wrong. Gotta give it a try. As she tries to open the door using the key from last night, it's open. The key were really the same. The gardener clearly said yesterday that this key was to the servants' quarters in the West Tower, but this is not a servants' quarter at all. He was lying to me. So no matter if I was punished by the master and locked up here last night, I would be trapped here for one night. This manor is uneasy everywhere, and it seems that people often try to assassinate the master. The gardener's appearance just now, it means that their plan is well planned, so revealing the key is also deliberately for me to find out. Well, once I run away, they will become scapegoats in their plan. It's finally over! Once Yao Xiangsi dies, we will all become superiors. You can only be our scapegoats. By the time you find Yao Xiangsi, she's already dead. And you, the evil ghost, will follow the devil. Let's go back to hell together. Wu Xing turns around to face the woman. Then you may not be able to get what you want. I won't be your scapegoat, and I will also protect my master. A while later, Wu Xing is running the hallway. Hurry up and find the master. Xiangsi is in the middle of talking to two men. Master Yao, I have heard that the research and development of the vaccines has made a great progress. It seems that the virus that has trapped humanity for 80 years is finally coming to an end. As expected of a child personally trained by Dr. Shen, truly someone who can change the world. Master, I have something to talk to you about. Xiangsi looks to Wu Xing. Let's talk about it after the banquet. It's really important, Master. She doesn't reply and puts down her wine glass. Go out and talk. Outside the manor, Wu Xing is telling Xiangsi about the people plotting against her. Master, someone is going to plot against you at the banquet. We have to get out of here quickly. Xiangsi gets closer to Wu Xing. Are you sure there is someone, not you? She grabs onto her throat. What did you carry with you? This smell. Wu Xing remembers that earlier before, the gardener had sprayed her with something. It was at that time. What the gardener sprayed on me? The master looks very uncomfortable. She notices something behind Xiangsi. That is, it's the gardener. He is holding his big ass scissor. And can we talk about how big this tool is? I'm not a fan of gardening, so I don't know much about it, but is this real? Do people use this big of a tool for gardening? He lunges at the tool. Master, run quickly. Be careful! As Wu Qing grabs onto her master. Master, get out of here! I'll cover you from behind. Xiangsi looks behind him. Behind you! She sees that the garden is about to hurt Wu Qing, and she remembers that image of the original Wu Qing dying in her hands. Xiangsi flips him over, her back facing the gardener, and blood splatter everywhere. Wu Qing realizes what just happened. On the ground, Xiangsi bleeds in her arms. Master! And that is the end of the chapter. All the translation credits belongs to me.